all the chords that I used in the piece FunInLoopin were drop 2 voicings. Now what is drop 2 voicings? Let me take an example. If I were to play or place a dominant 7th chord from the lowest pitch to the highest pitch, it would look something like this. Now if I take the second highest pitched note, which is the 5th out here, and drop it down by an octave so that it appears here, the rearranged chord would look something like this. 5, R, 3, flat 7. Now this is what is called as a drop 2 voicing. And because the guitar is tuned in such a way, this voicing is highly suited to the instrument. Also, if you're looking at making a lot of chord melodies, this voicing is really comfortable on your hands. And in chord melodies, you really have to, take the melody note and move it around pretty fast. Hence, your chords are also, moving pretty fast, and they're quite a lot. So, such movements are really highly suited for drop 2 voicings. Now, I have a video wherein I talk about practicing the 2-5-1 chord progression across 12 keys, and all of them are arranged in that video as drop 2 voicings. So do check out the suggested video that's been appearing on your screens. Now that you know I was using drop 2 voicings for each of those chords to arrange the top notes such that they form the main melody, the next essential thing for you to know is that these notes in themselves have the ability to create and release tension without the help of the underlying chords themselves. Now, if you look at a melody and if you consider the melody as a successive series of notes, and you take these notes as, let's say, as pairs, from the current note to the next note, that forms a pair. From the next note to the next note, that forms a pair. Now, many of these pairs in this melody could be what we call as tendency pairs, and these tendency pairs, knowing these tendency pairs, becomes very, very helpful in creating good flowing melodies that do not stagnate. Now, I won't talk about this concept in depth here, as I have a video, a series that's called Chromaticism and Phrasing, which talks about this concept in depth. Do check out the suggested video that's appearing on your screens right now. Now, the other factor that's really important in the sound of the chord melody is the sound of the individual chords themselves. While we know that the top note of each of the chords, when arranged together, form the main melody, which really perks our ears up, the sound of the chords, that is, the sound of the various intervals inside each of the chords, is also really important. That cannot be ignored and adds a lot of value to the whole chord melody. Now, understanding the sound of the chord would mean understanding the function of the chord in the given key, and would also mean at least getting a bit conversant with hearing the main sounds of the main intervals in any particular family of chords. Now, if all of this sounds daunting and mountainous, tell me what challenge in music isn't mountainous in nature? Having said that, one can really build their ears up for this challenge by hearing a lot of progressions, by playing a lot of progressions, which have inversions in them, and finally by experimenting and coming up with your own progressions that have a lot of inversions in them. Now, doing this would definitely do a world of good, not only to your hearing, but do a world of good to the beautiful chord melodies that you then eventually create.